So this video is for everyone, whether you are an AutoCAD or Carlson user or a Civil 3D user. So what you see in the screen was already done for AutoCAD and Carlson users. They brought in a DXF file. They'll have to wait a few minutes while we bring in shape files from Civil 3D, but after that, we'll jump into bringing in the spreadsheet data. So for a Civil 3D user, in our catalog, you might currently be set to project. You're going to want to select computer and navigate to where you saved your data source folder. So for mine, I saved it on the desktop. It's in a folder called GIS Final Example. And my shape files that I created in Civil 3D are in my Civil 3D folder. So I already have the property boundaries in here that I dropped in as a DXF for the AutoCAD and Carlson users. I'll just go ahead and drop in the other items. So I have structures, I have a traverse, and I also have utilities. And some of those are polygons, some of those are just lines. And that's pretty much it for bringing your shapefile information in. That's not too difficult. The next thing I want to look at, though, is bringing in our spreadsheet data. So back over here in Catalog, I have a folder that's just called Data. And inside of that folder, I have a spreadsheet. Notice it's .xlsx. That's where I made changes to my monuments. I also have a spreadsheet for utilities. But the one that I want to make sure I bring in is the CSV file here. So I'm going to locate the CSV file or the text file. It might be .txt. I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to select Add to Current Map. So the layer is over here, but notice no points have come in. I'll need to right click on that layer, go to Create Points from Table, and do an XY table to point. So it's going to create a feature class out of this. If you just want it called monuments, you may have to shorten the list here. So what it's showing is the whole file path. At the very end of it will be the name of this layer or this feature class, which is what will show up over here. So I just shortened mine back down to monuments. We want to verify these items are correct. So the X value is the same as easting. The Y value should be the same as northing. My coordinate system, though, is not WGS 1984. It is, I want to use what's in the current map. So I'm going to click that and it changes it to the Indiana State Plane coordinate system. So I'm going to click OK. And it has now displayed my monument symbols in the drawing, and it has created it like a layer. Once that's in there, if you want, you can remove this. We no longer need it. If you have more CSV files for whatever reason, you can add them in the same way. A last source of data that you likely are going to need to add in here are external sources that you got off of the internet. So in my project file, I have some of those in here, like the Indiana Transportation. So I'm going to open that shape file folder and find the segment that I need. In this particular spot, I need just the one that says road segment. I'm going to click and drop it in. You can see the roads come in. And then there's also a railroad back here. So I'm going to go to Trans Rail feature and drop that in. And that's how you'll get external sources in.